Jason, I was just telling them on November 7th, on November 7th, we're having 82 students come.
On what day, November 7th?
That's the date they picked. So
That's a Tuesday. I recall.
it is. So we're either going to be seeing them in the morning or in the afternoon. I'm hoping to just give them a tour of the commissioner's court and have different people from different fields walk in there, because I don't think people understand we have major criminal cases here, and they are first graders.
First?
82. And then I'm going to do stagger where different people can come in and tell them what they do. And then give them a tour of the Heritage Center, because nobody ever tours that. I went there. That was a great tour. Yeah.
I went there the first time last week. The countless and post office.
It is. So that's what we're doing. So you'll be a part of the tour as well.
Thanks, John.
Look at me just volunteering. Mr. Wilson, what is happening? He wants to travel.
Judge, what we're asking for is to travel to Ferguson Springs. The motion says every other week. We have not been able to, or we've just started the process, of obtaining his occupational driver's license. So even if it is just for 1 week in a month, that's fine, Judge. The situation down there is he has land that he has inherited.
Permission. So why did that happen, going there without permission?
I told my probation officer that I was going to go down there and try to sell it, and she said I didn't get permission from you, and that's what happened. I haven't been back since, and I do apologize. I wasn't trying to do anything I wasn't supposed to for probation.
He was under the belief that telling his probation officer was sufficient.
Okay. And then what is this other issue about this harassment?
So that issue, Judge, is a neighbor. It's actually the neighboring land.
Mm-hmm.
And so since our client's grandfather passed away, the neighbor has been found on the land, using some of the land, offering some guided tours or hunts, I suppose. So essentially, Judge, they're fighting over the land. This is the issue.
All right, State.
Yeah, Judge, we're opposed. He's still pending a DWI here in Bexar County. Conditions of his probation: he's got partial GPS for employment only. He's got a 2-year Texas driver's license suspension. These are all things that he agreed to in exchange for the 10 years probation. I know you've got the steps in front of you, Judge.
Yes.
I was unable to submit the video. It's a video, so it's not part of the paperwork. But this is a good case for us. And then part of the agreement in exchange for the 10 years is these conditions. So we're not inclined to agree to these. It also sounds like he's also getting into trouble, and he's not following probation's instructions. And besides all that, I think it's premature to be granting this while he's still got the DWI pending. It was my understanding this is
Down there, and I'm sorry for going down there.
And that was our intent, Judge, to resolve both cases. I'm not sure if it was a setting, if we haven't upset. I don't know, Judge. I can't speak to the misdemeanor. I've not represented him on that case.
All right, so when is the misdemeanor case set?
So when you get I'm sorry.
It's actually this Thursday, the 26th. The reason why it's taking so long is because they haven't got my results back yet.
Okay. All right, probation.
Your Honor, as stated in the supplemental report, Mr. Wilson will be getting the GPS installed today. So that's one thing we have going for us, but I would have to lean on the side of caution in regards to the outstanding case, and then the information in regards to the neighboring land, that situation.
That is a concern for the court. So we have the evading and then the DWI that the state is telling me was supposed to be taken care of.
And I don't want to misrepresent the judge. I was like, you need to go take care of this. We didn't have an agreement.
It wasn't part of the plea, so I'm not sure why he would
It wasn't part of
counsel
It wasn't part of the.
care of cases that is.
It wasn't part of the plea, but it was someone from the firm representing whoever was representing that day. Shannon was like, "Yeah, we're going to take care of this right now," which I assumed was not going to be hanging out here for 2 months.
All right, so that's what I'm going to want. So I'm not going to make a ruling on it, and he's not allowed to leave Bexar County. Those are the rules. but if you want to reset this, you can. But I want to know what is happening with the harassment issue and what is happening with the DWI.
Thank you.
Yes, it's okay to do school, but you need to provide proof of that to probation. All right, is there anything else?
I don't think so.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. Calling 2023 CR 7717, State of Texas versus Deborah Jean Ulen. Can I have the parties announced for the record for the state?
Daniel Escobar to the state of Texas.
Defense.
Matthew Allen for Miss Ewan.
And are you Deborah Jean Ulen?
Ariana.
How do you pronounce your last name?
Yulin.
Ulen. Okay. I've been watching too many Korean dramas, so I'm pronouncing it differently now. Counsel, have you received all the discovery in this case, and did you review it with your client?
Yes, Your Honor.
Court will find that the state is in compliance with discovery. Ms. Ulen, I'm showing you what's entitled application for probation. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it, and did you sign it?
Yes, Your Honor.
Showing you what's entitled true bill of indictment. Did you review that with your attorney? Did you understand it? Degree felony. Range of punishment is anywhere from 2 to 10 years in prison and up to a $10,000 fine. Did you understand?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, after reviewing State's Exhibits 1 and attachments, the court will find there is sufficient evidence to find you guilty, and the court will find you guilty. Are you proceeding with sentencing?
Judge, we would be okay with proceeding with sentencing. I just wanted to bring one thing to the court's attention. I know that there's going to be a TAP evaluation. We don't know how that will turn out until after the evaluation. Ms. Ulen is currently in a voluntary outpatient program, and so depending on what the TAP is, if the court would allow us to reapproach or file a motion if we felt necessary.
Yes.
Okay.
Right. Is there anything else you'd like to say on behalf of your client?
Just that it's my fault. She had emailed me the paperwork. She's done the DWI courses, and we'll get those to probation so they can have them. But she has come to a realization again that she needed treatment herself, no matter what was going to happen. She knows it's up to the court when it courthouse again.
All right, what do you do for employment?
I'm a server.
And when you say a server of what?
No waitress.
Okay. So you're not working the bar area?
No.
Do you have any children?
I do.
What are their ages?
5, just one child.
Live with you?
Not currently.
Currently, who are they living with?
With her father.
Is that because of this? Has Child Protective Services ever been involved?
No.
So how often have you been drinking?
I haven't been drinking since this offense.
All right, so before this, how often were you drinking?
Several times a week.
All right. Do you have a sober coach?
I don't yet. I've heard of one.
All right. So have you been looking?
I will be looking.
So your counsel says you're in outpatient treatment. What outpatient treatment is this?
Alpha home.
All right, this is what the court is going to do. The court is going to sentence you to 10 years in the prison, suspended and probated for 8 years. There's a $250 fine that will be probated. Documentation of them. What courses have you completed?
I've completed the victim impact panel. I haven't done the intervention course.
All right, she's only done the victim impact panel. Some are in the victim impact panel. Admission interlock for half the term. Now, with regards to admission interlock for half the term, that is your agreement, but I get to make the decision whether it's taken off or not. Do you understand?
Absolutely.
DWI intervention, DWI education course. We'll do the TAP evaluation. She's currently in Alpha Home. So if the TAP evaluation recommends inpatient treatment and she's not had any violation, she's continued with the outpatient treatment with Alpha Home. But if there are some violations, we're going to do something different potentially. You understand?
Yes.
120 hours of community service restitution. I'm gonna order parenting classes. Once that's complete, the community service hours will be deemed satisfied. Are you able to take off from your work for 10 days or no?
I would have to talk to my boss. I don't know.
All right, so what we're gonna do then is we're gonna do 30 days GPS for work and treatment. She'll be allowed to work and she'll be allowed to go for treatment in lieu of the 10 days at the Bexar County Jail. And the reason why I'm doing that, because I know the Bexar County Jail is overcrowded. I know they have issues. That is the only reason why I'm doing that. Otherwise, you would spend your 10 days at the Bexar County Jail. You understand?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
For the sale of alcohol. There's to be regular reporting by Zoom or in person. Regular random UAs and probation. I think they may test at alcohol. So if you're satisfied with alcohol testing, you can do that. If not, then you don't have to. And we'll do field visits 1 time per month until further notice. Probation, is there anything else she needs?
Yeah, it's just
I think there should be a Texas driver's license suspension. All right, is there anything else that you need from the court to be successful? We can go off the record. Drinking and driving should not be done whatsoever. And I know that people never go out and drink and expect that they are going to drink and drive and be intoxicated driving. You start drinking, things get out of control. That's why you should always have a designated driver. I don't care if you think you're just having wine. Now you know you're one of those people who are in that group who cannot drink at all.
I am on this people.
So here's the thing, what I've discovered, and my statistics professor will be very upset with me because I haven't done the research, but this is what I've noticed. People who get in accidents and they are intoxicated, you know what ends up happening? They end up killing the soccer mom, they end up killing the grandmother who's just minding their own business. So, and you don't want to be the person who's driving and your 5-year-old is in the car with you and you're in an accident and then the 5-year-old ends up injured. That's what happens in these type of cases. Do you understand?
Yes.
All right, good luck to you. You're welcome. All right, we're going to go on the record in 2023 CR 8695, State of Texas versus Paul Anthony Pettis. Can I have parties announced for the record for the state?
Jason Garrahan, Your Honor.
Defense?
Your Honor, good morning. Frankie Sandoval on behalf of Mr. Pettis.
Are you Paul Pettis?
Yes, ma'am.
Your attorney has filed a motion to withdraw. Are you aware of that?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, what's the purpose, the reason for withdrawal?
Your Honor, there's a conflict of personalities. Mr. Pettis had communications that haven't been very fruitful and continue to go downhill from there, Judge. And from my conversations with Mr. Pettis and his family, they're attempting to hire an attorney, but those
Attorneys who have been approved to handle certain levels of felony. Your case is a 2nd-degree felony. This attorney has been appointed. You don't get to go forth and say, let me just shop and pick the court-appointed attorney I want. That's not the way it works. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
This is what I've discovered. I've been a defense attorney. I've been a prosecutor. Clients that I've represented, sometimes they get upset with me. You know what they would get upset with me about? Because I'm not getting the offer that they want the state to make to them. State can make whatever offer they want to. You can think it's ridiculous. I encourage people not to use the term ridiculous because then that's not being kind. So if the state makes you an offer and you don't want to accept it, your attorney will say, this is the offer the state is making. And you can say, I'm not accepting that. And then guess what? He'll go back to the state and he'll say, he's not accepting your offer. Or The state will make an offer, and your attorney will tell you that what the offer is, and you will say, you know what, I want to accept that offer, but this is what I will accept. We just call our offer. And then if you all can't come up with an agreement, then it'll be set for jury trial. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
That's the way it works. How old are you?
18.
All right. So yeah, you need to talk to your attorney. And whatever the state has in their file or whatever discovery, your attorney will go over it with you.
I tell you why I wanted to dismiss it.
Sure. If it's going to be something negative about you don't think, okay.
I-pop is SID number 117.
Oh, no. You don't have to read it as though you're reading a legal document. You can just tell me.
Oh, because
what is your issue?
I dismissed him because on my behalf, on the grounds that Mr. Sandoval is biased and has been neglectful of his duty under Article 2.03 and has failed to represent me in the way he is supposed to.
All right, so let me just tell you, he's here right now. State, do you have your file down here?
It's here, Your Honor.
Have you read the file?
The defense counsel actually asked me to review it and give an offer.
Okay, so there you go. He's representing you. What do you expect him to do with his representation? All right, so discuss that with him. And I guarantee you, if it's something legally or ethically he's not allowed to do, he will tell you, ethically, I'm not allowed to do that. And if that's the case, then that's the case. But he will talk to you. Mr. Sandoval, do you have any objections to speaking with him?
Yeah, we visited several occasions over Zoom.
Yeah, he will speak to you. So you're here, he's here, you can speak to him. All right? Ms. Ferguson, on this case, can I have a 30-day reset, please?
I can do November 28th.
All right, we're going to come back on November 28th. If you all work out something differently, your attorney can request it and we'll see you sooner than that. You understand?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.